Welcome to Bedtime Horror, your portal to scary stories. It was a chilly Friday evening, and my friend Alex and I found ourselves lost in the dark underbelly of the internet. We'd heard whispers about a new designer drug making waves on the dark web, promising an experience unlike any other. Our curiosity got the better of us, and after hours of searching, we stumbled upon a forum thread discussing this mysterious substance. The more we read, the more intrigued we became. The users claimed it was an otherworldly experience that would change our lives forever. Of course, we knew the risks of dabbling in the illegal and unknown, but the allure was just too strong to resist. The drug was dubbed Echelon, and the rumors surrounding it painted a picture of an intense and euphoric journey. After a few more hours of digging, we finally managed to make contact with a seller who went by the pseudonym Silhouette. His messages were cryptic, his demeanor cold, and the location for the exchange was set for an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. It was a risky move, but our excitement overshadowed any doubts. The day of the exchange arrived, and we found ourselves parked a few blocks away from the decrepit warehouse. The place was ominous, shrouded in darkness and surrounded by an aura of foreboding. As we approached, the echoes of our footsteps were swallowed by the eerie silence that enveloped the area. Silhouette had instructed us to wait near a rusty old van. The minutes stretched like hours as we exchanged nervous glances and tried to maintain our composure. Finally, a group of shady figures emerged from the shadows. Their faces obscured by hoodies, they eyed us suspiciously before one of them stepped forward. "You're here for the Echelon?" the figure asked in a gravelly voice. We exchanged a tense nod and handed over the money. In return, the figure handed us a nondescript package, his eyes never leaving ours. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. As we made our way back to the car, the weight of the package felt like a ticking time bomb. We were on edge, our imaginations running wild with the possibilities of what lay inside. Our journey home felt like a high-speed escape, paranoia gnawing at the edges of our minds. Just when we thought we were in the clear, we saw flashing lights in the rearview mirror. Panic surged through us as the police car came into view. Adrenaline coursed through our veins as we made a quick turn into a dimly lit alley, our breaths shallow and rapid. "We have to lose them," Alex hissed, his knuckles white from gripping the steering wheel. We weaved through the labyrinthine streets, taking sharp turns and hidden shortcuts, hoping to outmaneuver the relentless pursuit. Every alley seemed like a dead end, every corner a trap. Eventually, we found ourselves parked behind an abandoned warehouse, our breathing labored and hearts pounding. We held our breath as the police car sped past us, its siren fading into the distance. Relief washed over us, but our exhilaration was short-lived as we realized our ordeal was far from over. After a few hours of cautiously navigating the city streets, we finally arrived home, our nerves frayed and our bodies drained. As we opened the package, our hands trembled with anticipation. But as the contents were revealed, our excitement turned to disbelief and rage. Instead of the promised Echelon, we found a cheap knockoff, a cruel reminder of the dangerous path we'd chosen to tread. We had been deceived, lured into a web of deceit and danger. The allure of the dark web had clouded our judgment, leading us down a treacherous path with no way out. As the reality of our situation sank in, a sense of dread settled over us, a grim reminder that the shadows of the internet held far darker secrets than we could have ever imagined. The allure of the dark web had always fascinated me. The stories of hidden treasures, forbidden knowledge, and the thrill of the unknown had me hooked. One evening, fueled by curiosity and a sense of adventure, I found myself delving deeper into the dark corners of the internet. As I navigated through various forums and hidden websites, a particular post caught my attention. It claimed to offer a secret map for sale, a map that supposedly led to hidden locations, buried treasures, and mysteries that few had ever uncovered. The post was shrouded in intrigue, with tales of people's lives being forever changed by the discoveries they had made using this map. I exchanged messages with the seller, using encrypted communication methods to maintain a sense of anonymity. The details were sparse, but the promise of adventure was too tempting to resist. After negotiating a price and finalizing the transaction using cryptocurrency, I received a link to download the secret map. As I clicked the link, a rush of excitement washed over me. I imagined embarking on a journey of a lifetime, uncovering secrets that had been hidden for centuries. The file was a compressed archive, and as I extracted its contents, I found a series of documents, images, and cryptic notes. The map itself was a collection of intricate symbols, drawings, and coordinates. It seemed like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Alongside the map were several journal entries from individuals who claimed to have followed its instructions and experienced unimaginable adventures. These testimonials only fueled my eagerness to embark on this quest myself. I spent hours poring over the documents, deciphering the symbols, and cross-referencing the coordinates. The more I studied, the more the map seemed to come alive, revealing a narrative of hidden treasures, forgotten relics, and enigmatic locales. The anticipation grew with every detail I uncovered, and I couldn't shake the feeling that this was an opportunity one couldn't pass up. With the map and its accompanying journal entries serving as my guide, I meticulously planned my journey. The map hinted at remote locations, ancient ruins, and uncharted territories. Each entry in the journal provided a glimpse into the life-changing experiences of those who had followed the map before me. It was as if the allure of the unknown was pulling me in, promising an adventure that defied imagination. As the day of departure approached, a mixture of excitement and trepidation coursed through my veins. I had taken precautions, notifying close friends and family of my plans and ensuring that I had the necessary equipment for the journey ahead. I couldn't help but wonder what awaited me at the end of this enigmatic trail. Would I discover a hidden treasure, unlock forgotten secrets, or would the map lead to disappointment and danger? Regardless of the outcome, I was committed to embarking on this adventure. The secret map had ignited a fire within me, and I was determined to follow its cryptic clues to wherever they led. As I packed my bags and prepared for the journey, I couldn't shake the feeling that my life was about to change in ways I could never have imagined. With the secret map in hand and a sense of anticipation building, I set off on my journey into the unknown. The coordinates led me to a small, remote village nestled amidst towering mountains and dense forests. It was a place seemingly untouched by time, a perfect backdrop for the kind of adventure I was seeking. As I arrived, the locals regarded me with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. I had expected this. After all, outsiders didn't frequent their village often. Armed with the map and a newfound sense of purpose, I navigated the narrow streets and made my way to a quaint inn at the heart of the village. Inside the inn, I met a weathered man named Gregor. He had a rugged look, with deep lines etched into his face that told stories of a life lived on the edge. Gregor was known to have a fascination with ancient legends and tales of hidden treasures, which made him the ideal person to assist me on this journey. I approached him cautiously, sharing only vague details of my purpose in the village. The map, however, intrigued him, and as I laid it out before him, his eyes lit up with a mix of curiosity and recognition. He studied the intricate symbols and coordinates, occasionally muttering to himself as if deciphering an ancient script. Gregor's reaction confirmed that this wasn't just any map, it held significance in the lore of the village. He shared stories of a local legend, a tale passed down through generations, of a map said to lead to a treasure of immeasurable value. As he recounted the legend, my excitement grew, and I knew that I was on the right path. Together, Gregor and I deciphered the map's cryptic symbols and decoded its coordinates. The map seemed to guide us through treacherous terrain, across perilous cliffs, and into the heart of the surrounding wilderness. Gregor's knowledge of the area was invaluable, and his guidance provided a sense of reassurance amidst the challenges we faced. The journey was grueling, marked by exhausting hikes, close encounters with wild animals, and the constant struggle to interpret the map's clues. But with every step, I felt a surge of determination. I was on the verge of discovering something extraordinary. Our efforts led us to a hidden cave entrance deep within the mountains. The map had led us here, and as we ventured inside, the air grew colder, and an eerie feeling settled over us. Torches in hand, we navigated the labyrinthine passages, each turn bringing us closer to the unknown treasure. Finally, we entered a chamber bathed in an otherworldly light. At its center lay an intricately carved stone pedestal, upon which rested an ornate chest. The chest was adorned with symbols that mirrored those on the map, confirming that we had reached our destination. My heart raced as I reached out and carefully opened the chest, half expecting to unveil riches beyond imagination. But what lay inside shattered my expectations. Instead of gold and jewels, the chest held only a faded journal. Confusion and disappointment flooded over me as I realized that I had been deceived. The journal entries chronicled a story of hope, dreams, and unfulfilled aspirations. The very essence of the treasure seemed to be the journey itself. As Gregor and I made our way back, I couldn't help but reflect on the lessons learned throughout this adventure. The secret map had led me to a revelation. The true value lay not in the material treasures, but in the experiences, challenges, and connections forged along the way. The journey had transformed me, broadening my perspective and leaving me with a sense of gratitude for the quest itself. As I returned to the village, I felt a mix of emotions, a mixture of disappointment and enlightenment. Gregor smiled knowingly, as if he had anticipated this outcome. And while the treasure itself remained elusive, I realized that I had discovered something far more valuable: the power of the journey to change lives, ignite passions, and reveal the depths of human resilience.